What's up everybody? Welcome to the new video. A couple of weeks back, Apple released iPadOS 17 public beta. I used to use these public betas like quite few years back, but then I stopped using all these softwares because they come with so many bugs and because of my usage of my devices with my businesses and everything, I wanted not to take any risk of any functionality. So this year when Apple released this iPadOS 17, a couple of things make me wanted to try these features. So a week back I decided to download this beta software on my M2 iPad Pro 11-inch and share with you which features I like. And actually there were not so many features which Apple released in this version of iPadOS, but let's see what they have released and what we are going to get with the final version. Things will get little bit change with the passage of new updates, but this is what the base is now. So let's jump into the iPad and let me show you the changes number by number. So the first feature is setting up lock screen. Yes, let's dive into the iPad. Now your lock screen looks more or less like your iPhone. They have added same feature like iPhone, but the widgets are on the left side and then you got your clock and the date on the top of it. You can add multiple screens as per your taste, as per your mood, and change their focus and do not disturb and whatever you want to do it. So let's add one lock screen in front of you so you know how this thing works. So you start with selecting a wallpaper. You have so many options: the featured wallpaper by Apple, then your suggested photos, then your photos shuffle, whatever you want to target that, then weather and astronomy, and then kaleidoscope and emojis, then unity, I don't want to name it, and then collections and colors. So let's begin with the plain one. I guess right now we choose this thing. Now we have all these options we can change, and before changing it we can even change the vibrance and everything of the background color. And vibrance is like it's vibrant, then tone, then deep, then vapor, then bright, then solid. Okay, let's choose a vibrant one. Now we have this clock. You can select it, change the font, change the color, whatever you want to change, but the color will be same all across these widgets and your clock and your date as well. And now we can change the fonts. There are not so many, but so if we decide to choose this font, we still have options to change it. We can change the width of the font as per our need, as per our taste and everything. Let's stick to this one, and then it's done. Then you can change whatever you want to have on the top of your time. And then the time is like you can change it to weather, then some events, then your health something, and then I'll go with alternate and English one. Now these are your widgets. When you click it, you can get rid of all the suggested ones, and now you can choose your own ones. Let's have a bigger date, then have some batteries, then we will have our month calendar. Let's add one more widget, and that's our weather. I added 4. I can add like 5 squares, and with this I can maybe add a couple of small ones as well. Our screen is now all good. We have all our widgets and everything is as per our taste. We just click add, and it's same as iOS. It will ask us set a wallpaper pair, or you want to customize the wallpaper for your home screen. You choose it, then it give you option that what sort of wallpaper you want for it. You can use the same one, or you can go into your photos and choose your preferred one. Then done. This is our wallpaper. These are our widgets which are interactive. We touch it and now it's done. Previously, if we wanted to have this widget work, when we used to click it and it opened the main app, now it's no more in this thing, which is quite very good. So this is in the landscape mode, but when we rotate our iPad in portrait mode, then this feature changes a little bit. Here is our screen now. Now you don't have your widgets on the left side of the screen. This is more or less same like your iPhone now. You can have 3 widgets underneath, your time of the day, and then you can customize these widgets. Usually we use iPad in landscape mode, especially when we have this keyboard with us all the time. So here it is, the lock screen. So this was all about lock screen, and my favorite second feature is Stage Manager. Let's jump into the iPad and see what changes Apple brought in Stage Manager. Things are pretty different in Stage Manager now. We can resize window to any size which we want. Obviously, there is still a limitation. Safari, it's now more or less like the longer version of any iPhone. I can bring it here. I can reduce till here. I can make it like this. And not only this, I can place it anywhere on the screen. I can move it like millimeter or centimeter. Same as previously, we can only add 4 apps in one screen. So now let's add some apps alongside this one. Let's select this Excel and see how we can have all these apps side by sides. And now I can have Lightroom as well here. Here it is. It's also small now. Let's open Mail app as well. Here is our Mail app. I have all these 4 apps as per my need. So as you know that you cannot have multiple windows of same app. There are so many third-party apps which you cannot open side by side, the 2 windows, just like this Microsoft Excel. So just in case, if I open my Notes app, okay, and I want to add Excel file with it, and now I have it, and it's going to vanish from here and it will open here. It's as simple as that. Okay, this is a very welcoming feature for me, because previously it was very hard to place these windows, apps windows, as per my need, and we couldn't like resize it to our desired size. Now we can do that. You can place any app anywhere. So this is Stage Manager, and it's very good. So this was Stage Manager, guys. I hope you liked it. And now the third feature which I like most is in Notes app. It's not groundbreaking. It's nothing very, out of the way. It's pretty welcoming. Let's jump into Apple Notes and see what it is. So the third feature, which have a very good potential in my point of view, and I think I'm going to adopt it a lot, and it's in Notes app. Before this feature, we used to have like, we can pin our favorite notes on top of all the list of our note. But as you know that this list gets very long even if we try to pin our favorite notes as well. But now we can link our notes into one note like this. And when we click it, it's going to open that note. How cool is that? How you can do that? You just open a new note, you just long press, and you have this add link. Here you can add any of the URL, any website you want to save for your future, or otherwise if you start writing straight away, it's going to open the list of your notes. Custom logo t-shirt. You can have the same name as per your note, but for the better understanding, you can rename the note as well with that list. You can say t-shirts printing. Done. Now it will open like this. T-shirt printing, and it's going to open the link of that note. How cool is that? So as I told you, it's not a huge thing, but it makes a difference. Now the fourth feature is in Reminders app. Yes, Reminders app. It's not very huge for many people, but for me, it's really very good. Let's see what it is. So in Reminders app, now we have this column view. Let's say you have created a list, and in one specific list you have all your reminders with different sections. You see all these options by scrolling down. You can open these as a column the same way as you open in your Files app, and in Mac you open in Finder. So here you go on the top right corner and you select this view as column. This thing is really big for me. I don't know about you, but I think that this thing has a very good potential. I have made this rough layout just to give you a preview that how this thing works. Okay, now let's say if I first column is how to start, what to shoot, final editing, and I keep writing different notes. In Reminder, I'm not writing a note. This is how it is. And later, if I decided to shift these reminders from one column to another, I can do that as well. I just grab it, grab the other one, and bring all these into this line. And if I think that, okay, this option should be on the top, I can take it to the topper one. And then if I think, okay, no, this option should be in the beginning, okay, here it is. And let's decide the sequence. Let's bring it to the middle section before final editing. I think this feature is so good. I used to do this type of thing in Excel. Now I can do it in my Reminders app. I just click it, I click it, I click it. It's done, it's done, it's done one by one, one by one, one by one. Now I'm just finishing it. All the project is done. I close it, and that's it. So that was a column view in Reminders app. Now let's see the new app which they added is Health app. Let's see how this app looks. If you are using Apple Watch, you must be using Health app in your iPhone. I use Health app on a daily basis because I go for a walk and I keep track of my data sometime. So now I have this option on my bigger iPad screen. Whenever I'm holding my iPad, I can go into things like my heart rate, okay, and then activity, and then some sort of sleep tracking. You see, I can have every single information on the bigger screen, which is quite good. So this was Health app. So these are the new changes in iPadOS 17. I was thinking that maybe this year Apple is going to add more feature which this M2 iPad is going to take advantage of. But unfortunately, things are pretty same now. We cannot open two windows of same app still. Third-party apps, like if I want to open two Excel sheets, I cannot do that. Two Microsoft Office document, I cannot do that. Yes, we can do this with few Apple own apps, but not with every app. I really wanted to see this feature, and I was 100% sure that this year Apple is going to add something like this, but it's not happening right now. Maybe another day. So this is it for today. I hope you liked today's video. Give me a thumbs up if you like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. See you in the next one. Till then, peace.